I'm good to go here. Well, hello everybody. What is up? It is your girl Rue again from Spirit Reads on Instagram. So in this video, you guys, I am first doing a Instagram live, but I will be posting this video to YouTube. So if you can't catch it right now, just go ahead and watch it on my YouTube channel, and also stay tuned to the end because there is going to be a giveaway, honey. So you got to stay tuned to the end, and I'm going to give you the rules and let you know what's going on because I'm going to be giving away two 30-minute readings as well as 1 hour reading as well. So just stay tuned for that. But in this video, what I'm going to be going over is the Pluto retrograde that's going on right now. This Pluto retrograde started April 25th, and it's going to be coming on all the way until October 4th, and that's a long freaking time, but we got to make sure that we just get through it. So anyways, I can already feel the energy, but let me go ahead and get into, the nitty gritty. So what we have here is a Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. So let me start off just with the planet Pluto. So the planet Pluto is a planet that is that Scorpio is ruled by, and it also is called the planet of of great renewing, the great renewer, as well as the Pluto planet being the god of the underworld planet. So it's really a planet of transformation, and also it has to do with the mysterious and the intense and the subconscious and the dark. What is done in the dark comes to life type planet. And also it really has to do with the subconscious as well. Hey you guys, whoever's in here, like I said, it's going to be going on from April the 25th to October the 4th. Now, when it first started, April 5th, 2020, the numerology behind that is if you do 4, 25, 2020, it's the equivalent to the number 6. And recently, I have been seeing a lot regarding the number 6. 6 being about the balance between the spiritual as well as the material. It's a balance between, what you want spiritually as well as what you want material wise, like career, finance, things like that. Just having a good balance between the two. And that's what I really think this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is about. So during this process, if you're seeing numerology, like 616, 606, 666, anything dealing with a 6, that really is the energy behind the Pluto retrograde that is happening in Capricorn right now. Because it's really interesting how we have the Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, with Capricorn being more so, about material things, finances, tradition, schedules, things of that nature. And then we have Scorpio, which has to do with the subconscious, going deeper, different levels of consciousness, the astral projection, things like that. And you combine them both, it's not really something that you see a lot, like in our everyday life. We usually see people who are either good at the material things, are being more practical. And then we got people over here who are more good at, the I guess like the things that have to do with the more spiritual. But right now during this Pluto retrograde, it's telling us to bring both together. So I have some notes here because I'm a Gemini and I cannot remember all of the channel messages that I get from Spirit, as well as everything that just is in my mind right now. So I definitely have to write it down. So a channel message that I got today when I was thinking about doing this video from Spirit is that can we combine our soul purpose with our career? And also who's really in charge? And also it's time to take back our power. And what I say by that is, in our world today, a lot of people that are in power don't really possess the morals, ethics, things of the spiritual, realm, you know, but we kind of see those people kind of crumbling down. Like a lot of individuals who hold power right now, they are starting to not, you know, people are starting to see behind the smoke and mirrors behind them. We're starting to see how corrupt these people are. And the reason why we are starting to see that, from what I'm, you know, channeling from spirit, is it's time for people who are more inclined to the spiritual as well as the moral and ethics and values to step forward in front to be, you know, those people who are going to be in power. So another message that I did get, you know, from spirit is about, it is the time of the rise of the misfits. And this is a term that spirit gave me, is the rise of the misfits. This is a time for people who have felt like, you know, stepped on, people who have felt like they've been bullied, people who have felt that they are alone in this world, people who are more so inclined to be introverts, just people who have felt alone and feel like the little guy, you know, like the person who can't get a break, the person who is a kind soul, but people just keep, you know, shitting on them. This is a time for all of us as a collective to move forward into more so of a power dynamic, move forward more so into being the leaders of this new earth that is coming, because it's coming, sweetie. If you haven't already noticed, it's coming. And us that are the collective, us that are being called to move forward more in our power, we have to understand that this is no joke. And we also have to understand that we have to believe in ourselves during this time, because we're going to feel really out of place during this time. You know, a lot of us that are the collective, we're more used to being in the background and not really playing the forefront, because we are more so introverted, you know. And whenever we do play the forefront, you know, we may experience backlash. You know, we may experience a loss of friends. We may experience people thinking we're nuts, people thinking we're stupid, people thinking we're crazy. But with this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, as I said, Pluto is the planet that loves the dark and the different and the subconscious. And with that Capricorn component combined, hey there, with that Capricorn component combined, all of us misfits are being pushed to the forefront, and we are about to get this freaking money. And that's what I'm feeling right now, is abundance is coming upon us. But first we have to believe in ourselves about it. And another, you know, channel message that I wrote down that I got from spirit on the subject of the Pluto retrograde is, like I said, the rise of the misfits. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Take care in knowing this is your time. Karma is being paid. And as well as our karma too. And that message, when I got it channeled, the way that it made me feel is, it's like, take, you know, just take, I guess, comfort in knowing that it's our time to shine right now. And the people that maybe mistreated us or made us feel like we are less than, or people who made us feel like we're crazy or stupid or weird, you know, or, you know, terrible people that are going to hell. You know, sometimes you hear that. Those people are going to be dealt with karmically, okay? They're going to get their karma. And a lot of people that are going to get that karma, who have treated us, you know, us of the collective bad, or us that feel like misfits bad, they are going to get the karma of, hey, I put this person down. You know what I mean? And I thought they were crazy this whole time. But they're going to start experiencing things in their life that they're going to start seeing, hey, maybe this person isn't as crazy as I thought. Or, hey, maybe this person was telling the truth the whole time, but the hardness of their hearts and, you know, them being brainwashed by, what society's norms are, even though they might feel like us, in the collective, or us that are misfits are telling the truth and what we're saying has some validity to it by the things that they have experienced, they're still not going to believe, because it's still like they can't, because because society and their religion and their beliefs have such a strong hold on them, where even if they see evidence or proof or feel it, they're still not going to believe. So just take happiness in knowing that karma is going to be repaid. But the thing that we also have to understand is our karma is going to be repaid too. So just because we're part of the collective and just because we are, the misfits of the world, don't mean that we have never done nothing wrong to nobody in our lives. Okay, we're going to be getting our karma back too. But the thing that we have upper hand on is we are aware of this, and we are also taking comfort in knowing that this testing time and this trial time and this time of this karma being repaid is a time of growth for us that are a part of the collective. And Spirit is saying that this is a time, I'm trying to get it from Spirit, although we are going through our karmic debt, we can take comfort in knowing that we are going to be better people coming out of it, because Spirit has a way of intertwining things together. Spirit is going to intertwine our karmic debt to society with the spiritual enriching of ourselves to be better, better people moving forward. Okay, so although we're going through a rough time right now, it may feel like, take comfort in knowing, and Spirit keeps saying for me to say that, and is take comfort, because we're going to need some comfort in these times, sweetie. Okay, we're definitely going to need some comfort in these times. Take comfort in knowing that the karmic debts that we're paying right now for the wrongs that we have done to other people are going to make us better people moving forward. So that's what we have over other people who have done the collective wrong or who have done the misfits wrong. They're going through their karmic debt right now during this Pluto retrograde, but they're not going to be learning no lessons from it. They just going to be experiencing it, period. We have upper hand, like I was saying, in the positivity and knowing that we're going to be better people, because of this right now. So that's what's going on with the Pluto retrograde. But we also need to understand that a lot of us right now during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, hey there, during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, we're going to have to understand that we are going to be pushed to the freaking forefront, y'all. We got to stop being so in the background, even though it can feel good to be in the background. Like I was saying in the beginning, us as people of the collective and us as misfits are really used to playing the background, especially people who are not as confident in their spirituality, or spiritually leveling up, or if we're not confident in our spirituality, or we're not confident in ourselves, the divine is going to be making it where we have no choice but to be confident in ourselves, because we got some work to do on this freaking earth. We got to get this new earth rolling, and the way that we do that is us starting to come into who we really are supposed to be. And for a lot of us right now that are experiencing this deep transformational time, what we're supposed to be doing right now is combining, like I said, with that 6 number. We're supposed to be combining our career and what we're going to be doing for the rest of our lives to make money, or what we're supposed to be doing, the rest of our lives to gain material things and financial wealth. We're supposed to be combining that with our soul purpose. And that's what the number 6 is about. Combining both, the balance of both of them, So really think about what your career is right now. A lot of us that are going to be, no problem. A lot of us are going to be questioning our career paths, especially if it is not in, balance with our soul purpose, what our spiritual purpose here on earth. And we're going to be miserable. We're going to be miserable if we keep working that corporate job. We're going to be miserable if we keep going in these directions that other people want us to go in, because it's, acceptable in society. No, we really have to start thinking about what can we do to help people and help us move into this new earth. And that's what Spirit is telling me to say. So we need to start moving more into service jobs, period. Yes, sole purpose and career. We have to start looking at how can we be of service to society, and how can we get paid for it. And I'm not saying just be of service to society just for material gain, because you're not doing it out of the kindness of your heart. I'm just saying, spirit is saying, look here, sweetie, I know you got to live on this earth and make this money too, but I'm going to make it where you can combine both together. And that's how it's really interesting. The mind can't even grasp how spirit and how the divine and how the universe mixes things together for our betterment. See, that's why it's the unknown. The divine is the unknown. Because even my brain trying to say it, it's like, oh my gosh, but it's just like us misfits, us of the collective are going to be moving into positions of power. We're going to be taking over slowly but surely. We're going to be taking over. And let me tell you, mark this day down. What I'm telling you, everything is going to be topsy-turvy for the better in the next 5 years. And that's how I feel it. But first, within these next 5 years, we got to do some work. And it's going to be rough. And there's going to be a lot of things coming to light. And there's going to be, power structures being torn down. And it's going to be really rough on, people who don't know what's going on. All of it's going to be happening for the freaking better. Just believe that it's going to be happening for the better, you guys. It's going to be happening for the better, okay? So more of the story is, with this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, really just keep thinking about the number 6 whenever you see that, wherever you may be. It is time for us to move into the balance of what our career is going to be, as well as what our soul purpose is going to be. And also, this is a time for paying back karmic debt. People who have done you wrong or have called you crazy in the past for your beliefs are going to be experiencing that karmic debt, as well as us as the misfits and us as the collective. We're going to be experiencing the karmic debts of how we have treated people in the past too, but we're going to learn from it and become better people. Okay, so that's what we got going on with the retrograde in Pluto and Capricorn. Okay, so now I'm going to pull some cards and let's see what the cards have to say, if we can maybe, clarify some messages or get some more messages from spirit with these cards. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So we got the Queen of Wands popped out. 8 of Pentacles. I keep freaking seeing this card. See, it's about the work that's got to be done, y'all. I'm telling you. 10 of Wands. That work, we gotta put that work in. It's gonna be a little rough, but we gotta do it. The Empress. Interesting. The Sun. See, boom. And then we got Justice. See, these cards keep popping up. And we got the Page of Pentacles, which is that money, sweetie, new money. I'm telling y'all. So these cards keep popping up. This 8 of Pentacles and this Justice card, as well as this 10 of freaking Wands. We got to put that work in, but we got to have that Queen of Wands energy behind the work we do. It's time to put a fire under our freaking tails. What in the world do we want to do for the rest of our lives that is going to move the collective forward? Because we have a duty as the collective. We have a duty as the freaking misfits of this world to push this world along. We're being called on right now to do it. Is it going to be a little rough? Okay, yeah, it's going to be a little burdensome. Yeah, it is. But at the end of it all, look at this. We got the Empress. More of a feminine energy is going to be upon this earth. More nurturing, more of a motherly energy. We're going to get back to Mother Earth and how it's supposed to be. The Sun, we're going to be feeling more positive after all of this is going on. We're going to be feeling more joyous, more joy, more light. And also justice is going to be served at the end of the day. Justice is going to be served to those people who really have abused us misfits and really caused us crazy. And, the people that do wrong, the collective, justice is going to be served to them. as well as us. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not saying us in the collective are all, saints here, because we're definitely not. But what I'm saying is justice is going to be served. The world is going to get back to the way it's supposed to be. And it not even just the way world is supposed to be, but the energy is going to be more balanced because the collective is going to be pushing forward. The collective is going to be doing this work. But the main thing Spirit keeps telling me to tell y'all is please make sure during this time, especially during this Pluto retrograde, to really look at your career path and see if it is if it's of any service to the world. What is your career doing to move forward the positivity and raise the vibration of the world? Make sure to think about that, okay? Even if it's hard, okay? Even if it's hard. So, and another thing Spirit wants me to say right now is some of us are not meant for corporate jobs. It's just going to drain us. We're not meant for it. I'm sorry. As much as your mama and daddy want you to be in corporate, as much as you might want to do it, it may not be for you. So that's a message for somebody. So I had to say that. So let me go ahead and pull a clarifying card for us. Okay. Hey, Madison. What's up, girl? Listening. Okay. Very interesting. I'm going to pull another one. Determination. Okay. Theme card, universal freaking light. And I'm going to read this one to y'all because I got to. Spirit saying read this one. Listening to what Spirit has to say to you during these rough times, during your troubling times. Yes, like I said, we got to try to keep positive during this Pluto retrograde and just during this time that we're going through as the collective. But there's going to be times where we feel a little downtrodden because, like I said, with this 10 of Wands, it's going to be rough on us sometimes. It's hard carrying the weight of the world on our freaking shoulders, okay? Sometimes it's not going to be freaking fun, but we got to do it. And the way that you get through this is through, yes, determination, as it says right here, but also listening to the messages from your angels, your ancestors, the divine, just listening, taking the time out to just meditate and say, you know what, whatever, and also a message I gotta say is however you get into that state of meditation, okay? Some of us may use medicinal products. Some of us may just use deep breathing, okay? But divine wants me to tell y'all right now, however you get into the most meditative state that you can, you gotta start practicing that daily. Or not, even if you don't practice it daily, practice it when you're feeling anxiety and practice it when you're feeling, like you can't do it anymore. That determination is deteriorating and you start kind of feeling like this 10 of Wands. The way you get out of that is listening to what the divine has to tell you. There's going to be messages right now. With this Pluto and freaking Capricorn right now in this retrograde, there are going to be a lot of messages from freaking Spirit. You only got to freaking listen. That's how you get the message. You got to sit down for a moment when you're feeling out, anxiety and panic and stress. You got to sit down for a moment, take a breather, and ask the divine, what do you have to tell me? What do you need to tell me at this moment? And listen and write it down and remember it, okay? Woo, that was a lot. Please listen and please start doing meditation and listening to what the divine has to say. This is an extreme time for hearing messages and connecting with spirit and spirit realms. I'm just telling y'all, okay? So anyway, I also got the divine wisdom as the theme card. And I feel like this kind of goes with the listening as well, because it has to do with listening to the divine wisdom of, the creator. So I'm going to go ahead and just read this one because I'm being drawn to do that. So this is number 36. And 36 has to do with not only just the crown chakra, but the soul star chakra. And the soul star chakra's color is gold. This has to do with, the angels and the masters, the universal light, divine wisdom, soul healing, the cosmos, our personal guides, the creator and source energy. Like I said, this is a big time for, listening to the messages of the spiritual realms, okay? And also connecting with your ancestors. in your spirit guides, okay? So, soul star chakra, color is gold. So let's read what the divine wisdom has to say here. So the divine wisdom has to say, you have the divine wisdom of the universe available to you at all times. As you may know, you are deeply connected to an expression of the divine light of the universe. This divine light has within it the powerful knowledge and wisdom of the cosmos. This light is all knowing, wise, and all loving, intelligent light. You are reminded at this time that this wisdom is at your fingertips, that you are made up of this wisdom, and that it runs through your blood. You can access it at will, y'all. We can freaking access this stuff at will right now. If you have been searching for answers and guidance from sources outside of yourself, it is now time to look inward. It is time to tune in, connect to, and become aware of the divine wisdom that lies within. Trust the calling to deepen and awaken this aspect of yourself as you start to trust the wisdom that comes to you. And like it says right here, just sit in a quiet space. Meditate and let it come through. And like it says, sometimes it can be a challenge bypassing those crazy thoughts in your head in order to get everything just right. But we ain't talking about just right. And this is what Spirit's telling me to tell you. We ain't talking about just right. You need to sit your freaking ass down, breathe in and breathe out, and say, you know what? I surrender. I ask for the divine to just take over right now and give me any messages you need to give me right at this second. You ain't got to do it no type of extreme way. You ain't got to be waiting for no certain time of the day. No, this is accessible to you at any freaking time, okay? So the affirmation that goes along with the soul chakra and divine wisdom is, I am aligned to the divine wisdom of the universe, and it flows through me in abundance. And that is the truth, y'all. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. If anybody has any more questions, make sure to DM me on my Instagram at Spirit Reads. That's SPIRITREADZ. And I'll definitely get you right. Because honestly, y'all, especially during this Pluto retrograde, you're going to need some sort of spiritual guidance or spiritual counselor, okay? Even if it's not me, you need to reach out to somebody. And even this is a really interesting time. So it's a great time to reach out to therapists and things of that nature, because there's going to be a lot going on in the cerebral, okay? In the crown and in the soul chakra, honey, okay? And another thing before I end it, I got to say this. I don't want to make it too long, but it is what it is. Amethyst right now, okay? Yes, honey, I'm going to put this up on my YouTube, so just stay tuned for that. I'm going to make a post about it. So, because I'm not going to post it on Instagram. I'm going to have it on my YouTube. So, anyways, you guys, amethyst to get through this. If you have some amethyst, and like I said, when you go into those meditative states, use this crystal. I'm telling y'all, this thing is legit when it comes to talking to spirit. Get y'all some amethyst. I'm telling y'all right now, I wear it on me and got one right here, sweetie. Okay. And also practice grounding. Okay. Even though I'm saying working with spirit a lot, sometimes it gets a little rough keeping it up in this type of energy. So sometimes you got to bring it back down. Yeah. I would say Aquarian Bookshop. Look at Aquarian Bookshop, because I know they're having it where they can either deliver it to you or you can pick it up. So look up Aquarian Bookshop, but Amazon should have it as well. So I'll say amethyst as well as grounding stones, and I'm really getting hematite. When you're done getting up there, bring yourself back down to earth, because it can feel a little rough, you know, when you start talking to spirit and being in that realm. Coming back down, get you some hematite and get you some obsidian, okay? So y'all, I'll be going all over the place. I'm a double Gemini. I just be getting stuff from spirit. If y'all only knew what my brain is like right now. I have so much stuff going on, sweetie, okay? And also, another thing from spirit, pay attention to your dreams. Write them down. Pay attention to the things that you see in real life when you're awake. There's a lot going on. Some of y'all might be looking behind you because you're seeing little things moving or hearing things dropping. Like I said, during this Pluto retrograde, it's going to be a lot of that going on, but don't be scared. Just know what it is. So make sure to write that stuff down. Make sure to write down the numbers that you see. Just make sure to just keep a journal with you and write down the things that happen to you during the day. in general. This is the perfect time to do that. And that's why I'm trying to get my little cute little super mom little journal here. My daughter got me to write all of my channel messages down. And I'm also going to, put them in my videos. So anyway, without further ado, you guys, I said there's going to be giveaways. 2 30-minute readings and 1 1-hour reading. So the way that you can get in on those readings is, first, you have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. Second, you need to write a comment down below and tell me what resonated with you in this video, or what takeaways did you get from this video during this Pluto retrograde. And from there, I am going to pick 2 winners for the 30-minute reading on May the 1st. And then for that hour reading, I know it's a while away, but some people are going to be looking at this video during certain times because it's a long period. It's going to be October the 4th. So we're going to have a 1-hour free reading for somebody, and I'm going to choose that winner on October the 4th. And then after that, before that, I'm going to be choosing 2 winners on May the 1st that are going to be getting free 30-minute readings, either over the phone or through Instagram. So make sure to subscribe, comment down below on what you resonated with or what takeaways that you got from this bad boy. And yeah, I'm going to be choosing, sweetie. So without further ado, you guys, I love you guys. I got my money drawing candle lit for you guys. I'm sending positive energy to you all. We're going to get through this. Just make sure to keep a positive mindset. Keep positive and understand that this is a karmic time. We are going to be experiencing rough times, but we deserve it because of the things that we've done to people in our past. Just work through it and know that the divine loves you and the divine got y'all, okay? So anyways, you guys, that's all I got. Talk to y'all later. Bye.